guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Lydia, also known as Fruity Lolo. This is one of my first long form videos that I'm gonna do. As you can see, I look a bit crazy. I wanted to just jump on here and just do a quick little video of some makeup tips that I really wish I'd known 10 years ago. Things change all the time, trends change all the time. It's just so exhausting trying to keep up with everything, and I really understand that, especially as like a 26-year-old girl. There's always different trends and things going on, and people being like, oh, but now you need to try the Coca-Cola lip and the lemonade lip, and it's just, no. Find things that work just for you. So, starting off, my number one tip is when you're starting, always use a primer. I never used to do this because I had no idea what that was. A primer is something that obviously you put on your skin and it just kind of helps the makeup sink in. It really depends what primer you use to like what base you want to have. So if you can see, like, I like my makeup to be quite dewy, as in dewy means I think when the sun shines on it, it looks a bit wet. So I always use the REFY primer. I like this one because it is like a see-through kind of formula. You can roll it onto your face, so it's really easy application. It gives me a really nice flawless look, and it's really helpful. When you're applying foundation next, always use a sponge. This is the Marshmallow one by Chloe Cosmetics, I think. This sponge is amazing. I know it's been going viral on TikTok and maybe on YouTube as well. It's a really great applicator. It just gets the whole face because it's so big. You don't want a really little small one like this. Like something like this you want to use more for like your concealer. Don't use your fingers. Don't use your fingers. Unless you're like an expert makeup, I wouldn't use your fingers, because what that's going to do is you're just going to get streaks all along your face and it's not a pretty look. So moving on to the concealer. What I always usually do is I get like a little sponge like this that has like a narrowed kind of edge, because then you can get into the corners. Get some setting spray. I like to use the Matte Fix Plus. Literally for no random reason. I just have always used this and I think it's really good. Sometimes it's good to stick to the original gangsters. You want to spray that on there, a little bit damp. Start padding out your concealer, and you see how I'm just moving it up my face, and that's because I'm trying to give that like swooshed effect. You want to kind of like contour, but you don't want to do like heavy contour. I'm not a big contour girl. What I would usually do is usually bring some of this up here, and you see how when I put this on my nose, it creates like this line down here that can actually really add to contouring if you don't want to use like a heavy contour. And as you see, blended really nicely into my face and it looks really natural. Also, please excuse my hair. I've just woken up and I haven't done my hair yet. I don't want to get loads of comments like, eh, your hair's horrible. It's like, well, I went to the office yesterday and God, you know, the tube just gets so sweaty. Like, people are so close to you and I'm just like, ugh. And I don't know about you, but like I do my hair and then 5 minutes later it's just like, bleh. I wish I could be one of those girls that has like flawless hair all the time, but that is not me. My next tip is, if you're gonna do bronzer, I always use the Charlotte Tilbury one just because I like the color of it, and I'll just do it kind of at the top of my cheekbones. I don't like to go too crazy. I also have quite a big forehead, so I like to do the top just because it makes it look a little smaller. Oh my God, there's a helicopter outside. So if you're using cream bronzer like I am, get a good sturdy brush. Right, you see how this brush from REFY, again, I don't know, I'm a little bit obsessed. You see how this brush has a fluffy end and like a dense end? We do not want to use this. It should be for a really loose powder. It just doesn't work. It will create like stripes, which we don't want. And again, use the setting spray. This just loosens the product up. And actually sometimes I'll also spray a bit on my face because it just gives it a nice base to start melting into the skin. If you're doing this, do this. Do not do this. We don't want to create stripes. So guys, remember to try and get it like near your ears and a little bit near your jawline. For my next tip, this is something that I avoided for so long. This was using blusher. I didn't want to use this because I have skin that goes really red. Like, I have one glass of wine and I am literally like glowing. That was, I think, one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. I really want to use this because it just gives you like this really cute like rosy cheeks vibe. I personally always go for like a pinky one because I think I have quite like pinky undertones and I have blonde hair. This is a Charlotte Tilbury one. They do quite a few different colours and it's really beautiful because it's got like a nice little glow to it. So you want to put that just below where you've put the bronzer. I'm going to use the same brush from REFY. And then again, we're just going to dab it out. Might just take this again and just try and blend this all together. Now my next tip is for eyebrows. I don't like the fluffy soap brows kind of look. It doesn't really work for me because I actually have some eyebrows missing, as you can see. I went through a phase in COVID of kind of rubbing them because I was just a bit anxious, and now it's left me basically with not very much eyebrows. I use this kind of REFY brow pencil. This is another thing, is I used to not do my eyebrows. That was also a big mistake because it does really help to frame the face. So if you're not doing your eyebrows, try and find something that kind of works for you but makes you feel comfortable, because I think they are a big part of the face. So what I usually do is get this little kind of fluffy brush here, and then I'll just start by fluffing them in the direction that I want. And then all you have to do is like colouring in. Get a little pencil and just really lightly colour them in. And when you're doing this, I tend to find like going like that, like up, is easier. If you feel like you've overdone it as well, you can literally just rub it off a little bit. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. I watch way too much TikTok. Then to finish off, I don't usually do shadow if I'm doing like a day look, but I would always line my lip. Usually just get a lip liner. Again, this is REFY. I just like this because it has a little setting thing on the back. So I just line my lips. And then the most genius thing ever. You want to put this on the lip, and this honestly keeps it from moving. To finish this look, obviously I'll just put some mascara on and setting spray again. And this is my finished everyday makeup look. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you'd like to see, any more tips that you'd like to know. And please subscribe. I post fashion videos every day. And thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me, and I hope you have an amazing day.